Hey, this is Moaz from Woodbenders. As I go through my designing career as a product designer, I get more curious about my projects. I've been into this for the last 7 years now, and this is my very first YouTube project. This time, me and my team decided to work on this exciting coffee table project for our client, and this is my team. We create furniture wonders with solid wood. Even after 7 years of experience, I am still stuck with this question. Is this giant wooden slab worth $5,000? Don't judge me yet. Let's get through the process first. So this slab was sitting in my workshop for last 2 years and is ready to be worked on. We started off with removing all the sapwood from the slab and filled it with epoxy mixed with crushed wood. This filling process will be done on both sides of the slab. After filling it with epoxy, it's time to make what I call hollow egg on the base of the coffee table. We use jigsaw for the sample first and then we use the router for making depth marking for final extrude cuts. Then we continued the work on the connecting wooden planks, which will be later used to join the base with the top. For better strength and longevity, we inserted iron rods to each side of the base. It's time to flatten the slab now. If you are a woodworker or a designer, you most probably know that different slabs require different treatment. For this one, we are using semi-auto hand planer. As you guys see, Sardarji is checking if the slab is flat or not throughout the process with his woodworking level. This is the typical woodworking process most of you guys watching will know about. Manual hand planers and wood. There is something about this bond. Manual hand planers have always been part of woodworking techniques for centuries and still is today. The same process will be repeated on the other side too. Hmm. Removing of epoxy is the most difficult and the most boring part of the process. After the main side is done, we will repeat the process on the other side. The slab is huge and difficult to move. So, through the whole project, we got some help from other team members too. I don't want to miss important details, especially for my woodworking friends. That is the reason to include this part. I have had good experience in woodworking and product designing. If you guys want to know or watch more about how to properly season these kinds of slabs, do let me know in the comment section below. I will try to make in depth videos for you guys. Most of you guys might be thinking why we are not using large scale slab sander for flattening the slab. And there are multiple reasons. To be precise, we don't have the large scale slab sander in our workshop and not even in our city. Actually, there was one available to be used couple of miles away, but that machine too had some problem. And sending or taking the slab to another city would have cost us and our client a lot. The nearest we can send it is still 800 miles away. So, yeah, I guess we have to stick with the ancient hand planers for now. Shout out to the guys who are still with me. Thank you guys, I literally mean it. It would mean a lot more if you guys like the video and subscribe my YouTube channel. Coming back to the build, here we are using 1.5 inches of screws to tighten the base with the top, and yes, we will try not to use the glue in this project as this build is solid wood product, and wood contracts and relaxes throughout the weather changes, as well as we are trying to make the process as easy as possible. The table is tightened and the marks for the base are made permanent so that later the base will be attached at the same position. The coffee table is almost ready for the finishing process. After detaching the base from the top, now it's time to move in our finishing area. Guys, it would be helpful if you really don't judge me on my first YouTube long video. There is always room for improvement. And I promise, me and my team will always try to surprise you every time. One of my woodworking friends visited me when the table was ready, and he told me that the table is worth $5,000. Another matter I wanted to discuss with you guys is whether I should make summarized video like this, or would you guys prefer detailed and more lengthy videos? See, for me, the total recorded time was around 7 hours. So, yeah, I would like to know what you guys think. Now, let me give you a short summary of this project. Honestly, the client who ordered this build got custom made bed from us first and really liked our quality and services. So, he came back to us again with his own design of coffee table he saw somewhere else. While sitting and having tea with him, I convinced him to let me implement my own idea for his coffee table. His main goal was to have something in his lounge with a unique style that no other man can have. I had some of the rarest and oldest woods in the workshop. He selected one of them, measured around 49 inches wide to the max and 39 inches to the minimum. So, this is the short story behind the build. After slab selection, I did some sketch development for the design of the table base and let my client choose the base he preferred. For more precise idea of the design, I did a 3D on SketchUp for my team. Remember, 3D models always help you build finer products. After this, the whole process started. Unfortunately, we were not able to record the cutting of the slab for this video because I plan to record this project later. But next time I will be careful with the details. All the details of this raw slab are mentioned in the description below. I suggested natural oil finish to my client for this project, but the client preferred standard wood sealer and polyurethane top coat. For those who cannot recognize this wood, this is almost 500 years old black acacia, one of the rarest of kinds. After the 220 grit topcoat sanding paper is used, the table is assembled again. This will allow us to get a smoother top coat. My friends, there is something I want to share with you. It's our first meeting and it's been a pleasure to be a small part of your day. I never thought to have the courage to express this much on a global platform. I really appreciate those who are with me till now. Never mind, I will be around. Personally, I never knew it will be this hard to record and do the required work, especially in summers when the temperature is somewhere between 45 and 48. Hats off to my dedicated team as they will be watching the video too. Friends and family, this is the moment of truth. For me, this is the best coffee table we have made yet. Throughout the process, I had this idea of using this beautiful coffee table for once by myself, and I did not want to do it alone. So I decided to say goodbye to this piece with a cup of tea with my team. The question still remains, is this wood slab worth $5,000? Do let me know. Video है. वेरी गुड यार, कमाल है यार, ठीक हो गया.